I'm so excited. I just got my paints in the mail, so let's open them up. I'm so excited about these. Oh my gosh. The colors are so pretty. So welcome back. I have finished my painting. Here it is. I'm super happy with the way it came out, and I want to talk a little bit more about this gouache set. So for some background, this is the Holbein artist gouache, traditional colors of Japan, Irodori, spring. I got the spring set. So this is what the spring set looks like. It comes in this really cute packaging, and you get these beautiful colors. They have 3 other sets for each season, so they have a fall, winter, and summer. And they sent this little pamphlet. So here you can see the different colors they offer. So the spring and summer have the most vibrant tones, and then fall and winter have more of these darker, more muted colors, which altogether these colors would work really well together. So I really want to buy the other sets maybe in the coming seasons. I think that would be really fun. And I will link where I got mine in the description. It was $60, which in my opinion is very affordable for artist quality gouache, and you're getting so many colors. And you can make so many paintings out of them. They're huge tubes. It's 15 milliliters, so you get a lot in there. Let's get into some of my thoughts about it. So I have a little list here that I made. So some of the pros of working with them. They're so incredibly vibrant. I haven't used paint so vibrant in a really long time, and it was really fun to experiment with because usually my pieces aren't super bright and cheery like this, but I feel like for springtime it's just so fitting. That is my first point. That is a pro. Additionally, they offered a great selection of colors. So if we look here, they give you pretty much the whole rainbow, but they're very bright and cheery colors. I haven't used these silver ones yet. I'm actually really excited to try these, but I just didn't have the chance. But one of them is like a sparkling silver, another one is more of a gray. But other than that, I believe I used almost every other color except for the peach one. And yeah, those are the only 3 I haven't used yet, but I didn't get the chance to. But I think it's a great selection of colors, especially since spring is coming up. It's just a really fun way to experiment with colors that maybe aren't ones that I would have chosen otherwise. This comes with a con, however, because, for example, on my piece, I couldn't get some of those really dark colors. So, like for the eyes and for the tail and the hooves, I had a difficult time darkening up those colors. So I had to use some of my other gouache that I have from years previous. And I had to use like a black and a dark blue and dark umber because those colors don't come with the set. So I'd say those are the colors that are missing. So if you're planning on buying this set, I'd recommend to get those separately if those are the colors you're gonna need, which is pretty common for most things. You want to have good contrast in your piece. So that's my recommendation. Of course, you can do whatever you want. So additionally, an aspect that ties into this is that you need to know color theory in order to be able to work with the set, because sure, I used some of the colors straight out of the tube, like this blue, these greens. I was kind of mixing these around, but you need to know color theory in order to achieve some of the colors that you want. And if you don't have that prior knowledge, then it might be a little difficult to work with these because you might not know how to blend these super bright colors together to make the exact shade you want. But I think this can be worked around just increasing your knowledge and still having fun and experimenting with them. So not really super deal breaker for me. And overall, these were really enjoyable to work with. I loved making this piece. It was so enjoyable. Like the first day I was painting, I painted for hours, and the next day I just couldn't wait to go back to painting. It was a very easy experience to paint with them. and it was really enjoyable. They're just so like silky and smooth. I don't know how to explain it. And they're also very opaque, but you can also make them more transparent, so whatever your needs are, you can adapt the colors to work to what you need. Something that is a little bit difficult to work with is when you're painting with gouache in general, it tends to dry either lighter or darker than what you intend it to look like. So I believe when you're painting with dark colors, they can dry lighter, and lighter colors dry darker. I'm not sure, I need to double check that. But that's just the way gouache works, and these worked relatively well. It was very similar to the color when it dried. However, it's still something you need to deal with no matter what gouache you're using. So that's just an element of gouache that you need to be ready for. I would say that's a little bit of a con, but overall, Holbein handled this really well. So overall, what are my thoughts? I really enjoyed this gouache set, and I would 100% recommend to buy them to anyone. I think they're so fun to play around with. It's a great deal for the money, and they're just such a pleasure to work with. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys took something out of this review, maybe if you're considering buying these watercolors or not, but I would definitely recommend them. So bye!